You can't force attraction, but you can create moments that make her think about you when you're not there. You can't force a woman's emotions, but you can become the man she thinks about, even when you disappear. And if that sentence makes you uncomfortable, then you're probably making the deadliest mistake of all. The harder you try, the further she pulls away. You text her first every day. You're always available. You sacrifice your time, your energy, your emotions, just to receive short replies, half-hearted responses, and long stretches of silence. You're right there, standing in front of her. Yet you feel invisible. You freeze up when she laughs with another guy. You wait for your phone to vibrate like an addict waiting for the next hit. And deep in your mind, there's a question you're afraid to say out loud. Why doesn't she'll think about me? Here's the brutal truth very few men have the courage to face. Women are not attracted to the man who is always there. They're drawn to the man who creates the feeling of absence. Not because you're bad, it's not because you're not good enough, but because you've turned yourself into something too predictable, too familiar, too cheap emotionally. When you're always available, you silently tell her your time has no value. You're always waiting, you place yourself beneath her. When you're always trying to prove yourself, you lose the only thing that truly creates attraction: self-control. In attraction psychology, there are 3 forces that decide whether a woman wants to chase you or not. Presence, valuable presence; scarcity, limited access; and contrast, being different. Presence is not about being there all the time. It's about when you show up, the energy in the room shifts. Scarcity is not playing games. It's having a life so full that no one can own all your time. Contrast is when you're not like the crowd of men kneeling for a little attention. You stand out because you don't have to beg. Most men don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they demand too much while offering nothing that earns true respect. They trade kindness for affection, trade sacrifice for attention, and they call it love. But to women, that's pressure, and pressure kills desire. In this video, you'll understand why some men don't talk much, don't try hard, yet women still become obsessed with them. You'll understand the psychological mechanism that makes women want to chase a man, instead of getting bored when he's always available. And most importantly, you'll see exactly what you must change starting today if you want to stay on the sidelines of the emotional game forever. If you've ever felt forgotten, if you've ever been labeled the good guy nobody chooses. Have you ever lived this moment? You're always the one who texts first, always the one who checks in, always the one who waits. When she's sad, you're there. When she needs something, you appear. But when you need just a little attention, she disappears. Slowly, you realize you've fallen into a strange position. Not her boyfriend, not a stranger, but something in between, an emotional rest stop. You listen to her cry about another man. You comfort her, you hope, and you lie to yourself, believing that if you just try a little harder, she'll finally see your value. But what's the truth? She doesn't choose you, not because you're bad, but because you're too easy to reach, too available, too familiar to make her heart beat anymore. This is where many men collapse psychologically, ask themselves, what did I do wrong? Where am I not enough? Does she only like bad guys? And then they either turn bitter, or they lower themselves even more, desperately trying to get chosen. But here's the cold truth. Women are not attracted to unconditional sacrifice. They're attracted to value they haven't conquered yet. You can't crave what you already own for free every day. Psychologically, the human brain is wired to chase what's hard to get. When something becomes too easy, the brain stops releasing dopamine, the chemical of excitement and anticipation. That's why the more you text, the colder her replies become. Not because you say the wrong things, because you've trained her brain to get used to your presence without any effort. Your presence is no longer an event. It becomes a habit. Habits don't create desire. Scarcity works like an emotional switch. When your time, attention, and energy become limited, a woman's mind begins to ask questions. Why isn't he here like before? What is he doing now? Is someone else taking my place? These questions create obsession, not because you disappear to manipulate, but because your life is full enough that your absence actually means something. Contrast is the final strike. In a world where most men reply instantly, apologize even when they've done nothing wrong, and constantly try to please women, a man who stays calm, unhurried, unneedy, and unapologetically focused becomes an anomaly. She might not understand you right away, but she won't be able to ignore you. because you no longer react the way her nervous system is used to. So what is the real psychological secret that makes women want to chase you? It's not sweet words. It's not constant availability. It's living a life that makes her feel, if she wants to have you, she must earn you too. Desire is not born from begging. It is born from a distance that invites curiosity, but not despair. Now let's talk about solutions, not theory. Real actions you can apply immediately. Step 1. Stop making her the center of your life. When your entire schedule revolves around one woman's texts, you hand her full emotional control over you. Rebuild your life's axis, your work, your body, your personal goals, the things that keep you busy in a way that makes you feel like you're moving forward. When you have something to chase, you naturally become scarce without acting. Step 2. Control your response rhythm. You don't need to disappear dramatically. You just need to stop reacting like a machine. Not every message needs an instant reply. Not every emotion of hers needs you to rush in and rescue. When you maintain calm control, she begins to feel a different rhythm from you. And that rhythm creates respect. Step 3. Upgrade your core value. This is the hardest part, and the part most men avoid. Value is not in words, it's in results. A strong body, a rising career, a mind that doesn't break easily, a man with discipline in the smallest habits. When these exist within you, you don't need to say, I have value. Women will feel it. And when your value rises, the desire to chase you rises automatically. Step 4. Let go of the need to be chosen. It sounds paradoxical, but this is the deepest truth of all. When you stop living in the state of waiting to be chosen, you step into the position of the chooser. And here's the paradox. The moment you no longer need her, you become far more desirable. You must understand one painful but liberating truth. Women don't want a man who lives for them. They want a man who lives for himself and invites them into that life. When you become the center of your own world, you become magnetic. When you make someone else the center, you become a satellite. And satellites shine only with borrowed light. If this message hits you, comment the word value. That S, the sign you restarting to understand the real game happening beneath the surface of texts and emotions. Now stop for a moment and look straight at the truth. What makes women want to chase you has never been how sweet your words are, how often you text, or how much you sacrifice. It is who you are when no one is watching. It is how you live when no one is applauding. It is whether you have the backbone to keep moving forward without needing validation. Lesson 1. Attraction does not come from trying to please. The more you try, the more value you lose. The more you fear losing, the easier you become to control. The moment you stop living in the mindset of please choose me, you begin to touch what real masculine presence feels like. Lesson 2. Scarcity is not about disappearing. It's about whether your life is full. A man with purpose, discipline, and his own rhythm is naturally scarce. He doesn't need to play hard to get his time already has a price. Lesson 3. Women do not remember the man who's always there. They remember the man who makes them question. Question what he's doing. Question whether they still hold a place in his life. Question why their emotions are being stirred. And those questions are the true birthplace of desire. Lesson 4. When you put yourself first, you don't become selfish. You become a man with an axis. And the world, including women, always revolves around men with an axis. And finally, if there's one thing you must carry with you after this video, let it be this. You don't need to be chosen to have value. You have value first. Being chosen is only the consequence. Don't build your life to be loved. Build a life so strong that others want to step into it. If you truly understand what I've said, leave a comment with the word backbone. I want to know how many men here are ready to stop chasing and start building. If you want to continue diving deep into attraction psychology and real self-upgrade strategies, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's not for entertainment, but to remind yourself every day, you were not born to be a shadow in someone else's life.